Good afternoon, dear students. In the last class, we'll discuss about the growth of political association. In this, we'll discuss in 1883, Surendranath Banerjee convened the Indian National Conference in Calcutta, and different representatives from the different parts of India they came and attended this conference. This was the first All India conference which was provided a base for the foundation of Indian National Congress. So today I am going to explain Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress, often called INC, is a political party in India with pervasive or extensive roots. It was founded during the tenure of Lord Durfin by Alan Octavian Hume, a retired English civil servant, took initiative to organize an all India organization of the Indians. It was the first modern nationalist movement. Main aim of Indian National Congress was to obtain a greater share in government for educated Indians. And for this, A.O. Hume addressed an open letter to the graduate of Calcutta University, calling upon them and encouraged them to serve for their motherland. So initially, this Indian National Congress was founded by Alan, Octavian Hume in 1885. On 28 December 1885, the congregation or gathering, a big gathering was held at Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College, Bombay, which was attended by 72 delegates from the different part of the country. And there they decided the name of this new political party as the Indian National Congress. Barrister Bhumesh Chandra Banerjee was chosen as the first president of this new political party, that is Indian National Congress. During the early years of Congress, adopted a moderate policy of working through prayer. Meeting means they are organizing a meeting in a different place and making people aware about the nationalism, or creating awareness, or creating nationalism, feeling of nationalism among the Indians. Also distributing the leaflets, pamphlets, also sending the memorandum or petition to the British government to and maintaining the friendly relation with the British government. So in this way, they are following the moderate policy from this Congress leaders, with the hope that, why? Because they are thinking that with the hope that Indian will also secure their representation in the administrative machinery, because all the powers that time in the hand of the British government. So they are thinking that this is a hope of the Indian people that they will also secure the position. Also, the reforms in the legislative councils. So Congress sent an Indian team under the leadership of SN Banerjee to England, because anything they want to discuss first, to they have to go to England. The main leaders or main persons, those who are in the high post in the administration or in the government, they are in the London. So the in the leadership of SN Banerjee, the one team, Indian team, sent to England in 1890. But Indian Council Act 1892. What is the Indian Council Act 1892? It was an act of the British Parliament that increased the size of the Legislative Council in India. So this is a this rule by the British government, but in 1890. But this Indian Council Act 1892, unfortunately, British disappointed the Indians and failed to give concession to the Indian administrative machinery, because they don't want to that the Indian can take part in the government. So that is why they are not agree with that, and they are opposing, or they are not giving any concession to the any Indian to become a part of the administrative machinery. So now Indian was losing faith in the moderate tactics of Indian National Congress. Moderate tactics, what were they? The prayer, meeting, leaflets, pamphlets, memorandum, petition. These are the moderate tactics. So the Indian where was the losing the faith in the moderate tactics of Indian National Congress and decided to take up the extreme path. At the same time, the two incident give fire in the thought of the people of the Indian people in 1905. These two incident. What was the two incident? First is the defeat of powerful country or powerful nation like Russia by small Asiatic nation Japan. The second was partition of Bengal in 1905 because that time Bengal was a big province and the Britishers want to control this province and they are feeling difficulty to control that. That is why they are thinking the partition plan of Bengal. So the partition of Bengal in 1905. So these two incidents boosted the fighting spirit of the Indians. In Varanasi session of Congress in 1905, Bipin Chandra Pal opposed the moderate tone of President Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he was the main leader, the main leader and the president of a moderate um, leaders. So Varanasi session Congress, Bipin Chandra Pal, he opposed the moderate tone. Bipin Chandra Pas urged the Congress abandon the policy of political mendicancy, mendicancy begging for the living. So he was against of this. The Indian leaders or the Congress leaders are were begging for the living. So he was against of this and make Swadeshi their want to make the Swadeshi their goal. So in Calcutta session, Dadabhai Nauroji presided the session about the launch of Swadeshi movement. This neutralized the situation for some time. In Surat session of 1906, uh, sorry, in the Surat session of Indian National Congress, permanently this group was split into two groups. Indian National Congress was split in two groups, that is extremist and the moderate one. Extremists were led by the trio, that is Bal, Lal and Pal. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai and Bipin Chandra Pal. They propagated the national education and Swadeshi as their goal. So they are giving importance for this. Now we'll discuss about the person Dadabhai Nauroji because he is the next to the Raja Ram Mohan Rai, the greatest contribution of Indian nationalism. In the previous classes, we discussed about the reformer of Raja Ram Mohan Rai, who was the uh, father of modern uh, India or the Renaissance. So, Dadabhai Nauroji is the next to Rajaram Mohan Rai. The greatest contribution in the Indian nationalism was Dadabhai Nauroji, one of the founder of Indian National Congress. He was a Parsi person who was very intellectual. He was teacher, educator, Indian political and social leader. Also, he was the first Indian to be British in the member of House of Commons or MP that time in England. He was associated with the Congress since its inception. Inception means since its birth. Before that, he was the member of Indian Association founded in London. He was elected to the House of Commons on the ticket of the Liberal Party. So in the London also he was associated in the Indian Association which was founded in London and elected as a House of Commons and from the ticket of the Liberal Party. As a member of House of Commons, he raised the issues related to the Indian problem and look into the economic state of the country. For this, he persuaded to British government to calculate the Indian national income and do the welfare measure for the poor people. So he is not thinking of only about the leaders also, but he is thinking about all the development of the or the welfare of the welfare measures for the poor people. He raised the issue, uh, different issue before the British government, or in this for the economic. In this, he published a book, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India in 1901. He raised the issue before the British. That one is continuous drain of wealth. Continuous drain of wealth means the British government is taking money in form of taxes or revenues from the uh, people, also from the uh, farmers. So this is slowly, gradually, all the wealth which they are just taking out from the India and sending to England. So it is called a drain of wealth. And also he raised the issues for the export the raw material in place of Indian handicraft. Then demand of abolition of the opium trade between India and China, which was prevalent that time in between during that period. Indian money should be spent in India only. So for this also he raised the issue that the whatever money they are taking in form of taxes or other, so this money they should spend for the development of the country, for India. And it is also fought for the self rule for the Indians. In 1906 he announced the goal of Congress was attainment of Swaraj. So this is over. In the next class we'll discuss about the next chapter. Thank you so much.